Good afternoon, everyone. My name is TJ, and for our stretch break today, we're going to be focusing more so like within like the head, muscles of the neck, the upper back. So let's get started. Hopefully you can see me from where I am. Otherwise, I'll always get a little closer. So the first stretch that we're going to start off with is we're going to take our chin and we're going to go over to the right side. I just want you to hold it there. All right, bring it back to center. And before we do the other side, let's actually go right ear to right shoulder. And I know we've done this one a couple of times, but if you want to use your right hand just to gently pull, you could do so. Just be careful, don't pull too much. Excellent. All right, so release. So now let's take that chin and move it over to the left side. So over to the left shoulder. Excellent. Bring it back to center. So now it's left ear to the left shoulder. So again, if you want to use your left hand, just to gently pull. You may notice that one side is a little tighter than the other. Excellent. All right, so release. We've done this one once. We'll do it this time. So with your chin, I want you to look straight up in the air and I want you to keep your mouth closed and I want you to push your jaw forward so you feel the stretch underneath your neck. Again, since we seem to look down a lot at our computer, you know, those muscles get really tight underneath. All right, so now for at the base of the skull, again, those muscles get really tight. Sometimes it could cause us headaches, unnecessary tension. I want you to look down. I just want you to gently pull. Keep going. Keep going. Excellent. Okay, come out of it. All right. So now I want you to just small rolls of the shoulder. And now let's make them a little bigger, going back, bigger. All right, so now let's go reverse. So small rolls. If you want, you can have your hands out to your side. Small rolls. Just kind of takes a little bit of that shrugging action, especially if that bothers you in any way. All right, so now bigger, whether it's moving the arms or just moving the shoulders, feel it a little differently. Excellent. All right, so reaching that arm across the body. So right hand is grabbing the left or grabbing the left elbow. Awesome. All right, let's move it to the right side. So right arm across the body. Either the left hand grabs the right hand or the left hand grabs the right elbow. And again, just making sure that we're keeping the shoulder down and that we're not shrugging that shoulder into the ear. Awesome. All right, so I want your feet wide. And I want you to reach. And again, if you want to use your right hand, you could kind of slide down the right side. Otherwise, if you want a little bit more with the hip and also the back, you can actually push your hip, in this case, to the left, while your left arm is reaching over towards the right side. If balance is questionable, just be a little careful about the one with the feet close together. All right, so again, feet wide. Now reaching. And again, if you want to make it just a little bit more with the hip and the back, you could go feet together. Again, just be careful if balance is a little questionable. You can always hold on to something too, like a counter or a desk. Awesome. All right. So hands behind you and just lifting as far as you can. You'll kind of feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. All right. Okay, so now let's take that same position. So instead of back behind you, you're just now opening up, kind of like you're about to give somebody a hug right before you bring it in. So just really kind of opening through the chest, pushing those hands as far back as you can, squeezing right between your shoulder blades. And just try to keep a neutral head position. So make sure that you're not looking down, nor are you looking too far up. Excellent. All right, so hand out in front of you. So right hand is going to pull on the left palm. So if we're busy typing a lot of emails or proposals or just typing a lot in general, this is really good stretch for the forearms or the muscles with the lower part of the arm. Let's switch, and now left hand to right palm. Excellent. Awesome. All right. So now we're going to take the left hand, we're going to place it flat on our back, and we're going to take our right hand and we're going to grab that left elbow, and we're going to stretch through the back part of our arm. So back through the triceps. Just hold. Awesome. All right, let's switch. So right hand flat on your back. Your left hand is going to grab your right elbow. We're going to do a new one. And it's just going to be based kind of on the mobility of your shoulders and how well you do it. So if you could do it just a little bit, great. If you have good shoulder mobility, excellent. The idea is just to do what you can. All right. Okay, so that same hand, so right is going to be on our back. And we're going to take the left hand, and I want you to move it wherever it is on your back. I just want you to hold wherever that may be. If you could get your fingertips to touch, that's excellent. But again, just do what you can. Awesome. All right. So now let's change left hand. It's going to be flat on the back like so. You're going to take your right hand wherever you can move along your back. Otherwise, just hold it. But again, do not push it too much. Excellent. Just holding it there. Great job. All right. So if you were seated in a chair, you could do this in a chair. Otherwise, I have a mat. But we're going to get down on the floor or in our chair. If you were in your chair, you'll actually extend one leg and keep the other one bent, reaching for the toes or the ankles, but feeling the stretch through the back of the leg. And just hold it there.
Right down.
Awesome. Okay, turn to the side. So grabbing that foot. Stretching out the quads. Push that knee back just a little bit further, just so you feel it kind of more within the hip. So where the hip bends, especially if you're seated, helps kind of release that tension or that tightness within that muscle. All right, let's switch and do the other side. Left foot. So the lying position is good again. If balance isn't the best, you could be doing this quad stretch in a lying position. Otherwise, you could do it standing. I've done it seated in a chair, which is a little different. All right, push that knee back just a little, just to feel again up through the hip and not so much through the upper part of your leg. Well, you'll still feel it there, but you'll feel it through the hip. Excellent. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go on to our stomach. I'll show this standing up as well. But you could be on your elbows just to stretch out the front of your core or your abdomen. Otherwise, so either elbows, or you could push through your hands, again, keeping the shoulders down. Otherwise, if you are standing, again, just be careful if balance is questionable, but you can lean back. Just be a little careful sometimes to get those sparkles in your eyes, and you might feel a little dizzy when you come back into it. All right, release, shake it out. Excellent. Great job, you guys. All right, so I have Express Full Body Blast happening in a few minutes. I hope to see you soon. Have a great Thursday. Bye, everyone.